Hello, and thank you for joining us for this presentation on the Student Services team. We're going to be talking about the three different teams within Student Services. There's the New Student team, the High Risk team, and the IU Help team. We're going to be discussing who these teams are and when you should send students to them. The New Student team receives students that are obviously new, also re-enter students. When a student is in their very first module, they will either come to the New Student team or they'll be sent to the SAs. If students are enrolled at one of the call centers in Phoenix or in Salt Lake, they're sent to the SA teams. If they are enrolled at a campus location for an online program, they're sent to the New Student team. Additionally, once a student is in their second module, they're sent to the New Student team. And the New Student team will take care of those students through their fourth module. After the fourth module, they're no longer assigned to the New Student team. If you notice that a student is past their fourth module and they are trying to get in touch with their with their academic advisor, that is usually their associate dean. So please check Campus View to see who their associate dean is and send them there. So how do you know who their academic advisor is? Well, if you look at Campus View, you can look at the expected start date. This student started in October of 2014. So this student is past their first academic period and would no longer be assigned to an academic advisor. However, we're going to assume that this student is still within the first academic period for our purposes this evening. If you go into activities, you can see that there are several different activities posted by Melissa Higby. Now, many times you'll see several different activities. That doesn't necessarily mean that that person is their academic advisor, but one key to look for is the checklist. You can see there's an activity that's titled New Student Checklist. There's also a second mod checklist. Those are the checklists that the academic advisor sends only. The associate dean does not send that. The student advisor does not send that. That is directly from the New Student team. So you can see who sent that, and you can send that information to the student, let them know that that is who their academic advisor is. You can also forward the call or the email to that academic advisor. So what do we do on the New Student team? As mentioned, we send students a checklist with items to complete. This checklist includes information on how to log into their course, how to log into the portal, how to contact their academic advisor, how to order official transcripts, and so on. We also have weekly proactive contact throughout the third module, or through the third module. After the third module and during the fourth, the academic advisors are trying to reteach students to be able to rely more on their own knowledge that they've acquired through their first academic period, but also to rely more on their associate dean. So through the fourth module, during the fourth module, there are only 2 emails that are sent out, and both of them are giving information on their associate dean and trying to help students transition to using their associate dean. We're available to help new students with any questions. How do I submit my assignment? What course is next? How do I log into my portal? Sometimes students mention that their instructor is not responding or they need to take some time off. All those types of questions can come to the New Student team. Additionally, we are the liaison with many departments for these new students. We can get them in contact with the registrar, their financial planner, their associate dean, and so on. We can also refer a student to Student Success Center and help organize personal tutoring sessions. Also, we track students' progress and contact students who are struggling in their courses. Next, we have the high-risk team. The high-risk team will contact all students with a non-attendance from 7 to 13 days. A report is pulled daily, and any students that have not logged in the past 7 to 13 days are contacted by the high-risk team. Additionally, the high-risk team will contact students that are enrolled in a course for a second time. So if they failed a course and they're retaking it, the high-risk team will contact them and make sure they understand the importance of passing the course. They also assist students taking a course for the third time. Students that fail a course, the same course 3 times, are dismissed. Therefore, the high-risk team focuses on students that are in the same course for the second and third time in order to ensure they understand the importance and the risks involved with failing the same course. They also assist students that are on probation or on SAP. Campus View helps to show what students are in the same course for the second or third time. You will be able to see this by going to Student Master, Academic Records, and Final Grades. In this first example, we can see that this student has taken Accounting 101 and failed it and is taking it for the second time. On the example below that, you can see that the student has taken Accounting 103 twice and failed it and is taking it for the third time. To find GPA and completion rates, you'll go to Student Master, Academic Records, and Enrollments. Then under Progress, you can see the cumulative GPA as well as the credits earned and credits attempted. If there are any transfer credits, you'll need to factor that in if you're trying to figure out completion rate, but this student has 0 transfer credits. To figure the completion rate using the student that we saw in the last slide, you'll take the earned credit, which was 63.5, divided by the 95 attempted credits. That will give you the percentage for their completion rate. This student had a 66.84% completion rate. But had that student had transfer credits, we would have to subtract the transfer credits from the credits earned before dividing it by the 95 attempted credits. The completion rate must be above 67% before their next checkpoint. If a student is below 67%, they're put on SAP, and they have until the next checkpoint, which is usually the next academic period, to raise their GPA and raise their completion rate. Minimum GPA per degree and term is listed here. Every program or every level has a different requirement, and the respiratory therapy program is different. Even though it's an associate's degree, it has a different requirement than the other associate's degree programs that we have. So you can see these requirements here. The first term, they're given a little bit of leeway, but you can see as they progress through their program, they are expected to have a higher GPA so that they meet the graduation requirements. To find out if a student is on SAP, you will go to Student Master, Academic Records, Audit, and SAP Audit. Underneath the school status, you'll see probation, and then on the SAP audit, you'll see that this student has been put on probation and that they met probation. They're under previous SAP status. Additionally, you'll see the explanation. The required minimum percent complete is 67%, and the enrollment units earned 63.5 divided by the enrollment units attempted, which was 95, which we figured in a couple of slides ago. And the school status was changed because of the SAP calculation. So the new status is probation, and they're put on the FA SAP warning status. All right, lastly, we have our IU help team. This team of academic advisors continues to be the student's liaison with many departments and individuals within the school and throughout their student career with IU. They also often act as a liaison for IU employees, staff, and faculty. The IU help team is available via phone, email, campus view requests, or live chat through the Academic Resource Center. To reach them by phone, it is 855-880-3121. The email address to the whole team is iu.help@independence.edu. The IU Help team can assist in various ways. They can help provide information, solve problems, reset passwords for student portals and Canvas, answer questions on subjects such as transcripts, requests for dropping, re-entering or starting school, helping students get into their courses, dealing with issues, and directing students to specific departments or individuals. Now, the student portal is a wealth of information. Sometimes students call into the IU Help team with questions that could have been answered by visiting the IU student portal. The IU Help team is very gracious and willing to help any student that calls. But to save the student some time, we can help teach them how to use the student portal. In the portal, students can find the following information: their student ID number. They can find copies of their unofficial transcripts, information about changing their program. They can find their associate dean and financial planner. contact information for all faculty, their future course schedule, financial aid information, how to make an online payment. They can also gain access to many important resources through the student portal, such as SHARC, ProQuest, Canvas, the FAFSA, scholarship information, and the Message Center. So please help your students access the portal to find this kind of information before sending them to the IU Help team, just to save the students some time. So to contact the IU Help team through their chat, we'll go to SHARC, which is online-shc.com. Again, they can also access SHARC by going into their student portal. So here on the top right, you'll see the Help button. Additionally, students can find the chat by going to Contact Us. If they were to go through the Contact Us button, they would see the IU Student IT Support and the IU Help chat. Also, under Search Departments there at the bottom, they can find contact information for associate deans and the deans and so on. Today we're going to go through the Help button in the top right-hand corner. You'll see the IU Help is there on the right. We'll click that, which will bring up the live chat screen. We're going to make it a little bigger so you can see a little better. And the student will need to enter their name, their email, and their question. I've entered in a common question for the IU Help team. Then they'll select Department and click Start Chat. We'll choose IU Help and Start Chat. Then as soon as the next available agent is there, which is usually immediately, they will answer the question and help the student, and they can chat with the student until the question is answered to the student's satisfaction. We, as a team, work very well together, and all of us have the same goal, which is to help students succeed. So any of us are happy to help with any student, but knowing the difference between the three teams will help save time for the student and will help get the right answer. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please contact us. Chelsea Hicks is the head of the new student team. Terry Jenkins is over the high-risk team. And Julie Gardner is over the IU Help team. Please don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or concerns. Thank you so much.